So these next two examples are going to be solved in a similar fashion. We're just going to practice it twice. So here I have arc sine x equal to arc tan 3/4. And in order to get x by itself, I'm going to take the sine of both sides. So let's rewrite this so that it's a little clearer. X is equal to the sine of the inverse tangent of 3/4. So this is almost a composition function we have here. Well, that's kind of confusing to begin with. So let's go ahead and we're going to let u be equal to this parentheses right here. That's going to be equal to the inverse tangent of 3/4. Okay, so what we're looking at is u is equal to the inverse tangent of 3/4. Now, just working with what I have written here in green, if I were to rewrite that, I could also rewrite that to say the tangent of u is equal to 3/4, right? Because all I would have to do is take the tangent of both sides. So if I took the tangent of both sides, I would get the tangent of u is equal to 3/4. Well, to move on from here, we're going to draw a picture and we're going to see, well, what is the angle u? Because this is really asking you, the tangent of some angle u is equal to 3/4, and the sine of some angle u is equal to x. So I need to know what is that angle u. So we're going to draw a picture here. I know, and we're going to use the definition, our trig definitions for tangent. So I know that 3/4, both of these values are positive, so we're looking at some angle u here, that when I take the tangent of it, I get 3/4. And the tangent is y over x. So I have my y value of 3, my x value of 4, and therefore the hypotenuse over here, or r, would be 5, because that's a 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? And if you don't know that, you can use Pythagorean's theorem to find it out. So now that I know what angle u's breakdown is, right? I know the y portion, the x portion, and the r portion. Let's go back over here. So let's go back up here now and let's re-look at our problem. Remember, we're looking at x is equal to the sine, not the sine of u. Well, this is the angle u. And I know that to take the sine of angle u and get back a function, I know that when I do that, sine of that angle is y over r. Let me write that over here instead. That would be equal to y over r. And y is 3, r is 5. So what we found out is that x in this case is 3/5. Okay, so it's kind of a roundabout way to do it, but we're basically using functions and their inverses to do it multiple times. So let's try that again. This time we're taking secant inverse, or the inverse secant x equals inverse cosecant equal to 2. So we're going to start by, since I'm trying to solve for the variable x, I am going to take the secant of both sides and rewrite this so that it says x is equal to the secant of the inverse cosecant of 2. And it's this inverse cosecant that we're going to let be equal to u. So let u be equal to this portion right here, which is just a trig function and a known value. So inverse cosecant of 2. Now I can rewrite this so that it looks like the cosecant of u is equal to 2. And I use the definition of cosecant to draw my picture. Okay, so we know that I can write all numbers as a fraction, so that would be 2 over 1. And cosecant is r over y. Its definition, its trig definition is r over y. So what does that tell me? It tells me that I have a hypotenuse right here of 2. I have a leg of 1. And if I did Pythagorean's theorem, I would find out that this remaining leg over here is the square root of 3. So this is the angle U. And when I look at the angle U, I have x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1, and r is equal to 2. So using this trig definition, let's go back and address this. Remember, this is saying the x, or x is equal to the secant of u. Well, this is u. And the secant of u, the definition of secant, is given by r over x. And so therefore, we can see that the solution would be 2 over the square root of 3, or 2 square roots of 3 over 3. That's what x is going to be equal to. Okay, so the steps that we went through. First we said, we rewrote our equation here. Then we let u be equal to this interior part where it's a known trig value and an actual number. Then we drew the picture. And then we let the definition of u guide us for the answer. So we kind of made a big circle here. And that's how you would do these composition equations.